Good morning and welcome to a video that didn't exactly go to plan. My original plan was to take you through an entire week in my life where I showed you me trying to find a morning routine, and I'm just going to be fully honest, the whole week was so chaotic, as you're about to see, and I didn't know what I was wanting to get out of my mornings, except that I wasn't getting balance and I wasn't getting a restful, nice start to the morning, which was one of my goals for this year. And so after a whole week of going back and forth and just getting frustrated that I wasn't sleeping very well and I wasn't setting myself up for success for the day, I kind of had this turnaround moment and I was like, do you know what? I actually just need to make this as simple as possible. And so we're going to start off this video with everything that I previously recorded because I recorded it and because I put time into recording it. And so I'm going to take you through the chaos that is my morning for an entire week, and then how that chaos turned into a morning routine that has really changed my days, and a morning routine that I find maintainable and it works for me. And so I've completely simplified it down, and yeah, so welcome to the video. My name is Michaela. I am a PhD student living in Germany, but I'm originally from New Zealand, and this is my journey to finding a morning routine that works for me. This cupboard again. Good morning. It is Monday morning and it is now just gone 9 a.m. Oh my gosh. So this morning has not exactly gone to plan. I woke up at 7:30 and I got up and I did some morning routine-y stuff. I made myself a coffee and a vitamin C water thing. It's like a multivitamin thing. I added too much water, so it was super watered down, but it's fine. I know for tomorrow. And I read my Bible, so I can tick that off my list, which is really nice. And I did some Duolingo while I was finishing my coffee. And I spent a bit too much time on Duolingo. I think I spent maybe 30 or 40 minutes on it because I was just, I was in the role. I was learning some new words. I feel like when you're learning some new words, if you just do one level or just do one round and then leave it, you forget them. And I was just in the mood to learn, and so I spent a bit more time on that this morning than I intended to. And I had to straighten my hair because it was a mess after yesterday. I filmed last night my Sunday reset, get ready for the week with me kind of thing, so if you haven't seen that, it's up the top. But part of that was washing my hair, getting myself ready for the week, and so I needed to straighten my hair to finish off that bit. I was supposed to be at the gym. I was aiming to be at the gym for 8, and that is clearly not happening because I've had a very slow morning this morning. And one of my goals for this year is to be at the office for 10, and I don't think that's gonna happen today. Obviously there's no way if I go to the gym that I'm gonna be there for 10, but one of my problems is that Monday is such a busy, weird day for me, and we've got our seminars that run until 8 p.m. and then we have a department dinner afterwards, and so that's kind of on clock hours for me. If you know me, I track my hours so that I know how much time I'm spending on stuff each day, and because it goes so late, I don't actually mind that I'm going to be getting to the office later. I kind of wish I could just clock more hours because I was sick last week, but it's just fine. It's just going to have to be fine, and I'm trying to prioritize going to the gym. So that is my Monday morning. It was definitely nice and relaxing, and I felt like it was really nice to have some quiet time in the morning, but I do feel like, not that I didn't try to fit too much in, because I didn't feel like I did that much. It was just more that it took a long time to do everything because I was moving quite slowly, and especially because I was trying to fit in the gym. So anyway, happy Monday morning. Thanks for clicking on this video, and yeah, I guess let's go to the gym.
Sleep while veins run dry, I'm empty. I can't see, I'm blinded by this concrete. And I should call you, see what you've been up to. I've been wondering, how far did you go in 7 months? I bet you're happy and don't think that much about me. Here I am, not know how to move on.
Good morning. Of course. Of course. One day I will not have my desk facing that. Anyway, good morning. It is Tuesday morning and I've shown you a little bit of my morning routine, but I must say I have absolutely failed. 100% failed in my morning routine for Tuesday. This is the day that I feel like I need a proper morning routine for, and I kind of just woke up and was going through the motions, but I needed to like set myself a routine because I just didn't follow anything and I kind of wallowed, and I just feel like it's later than I was intending it to be before starting work, and just not really going how I imagined it would go, but I didn't put in the work in preparing something so that it would go how I wanted it to go. So basically it's really my fault, and I know that, but we're here now and what can we do? Basically, I find Tuesdays really hard because on Monday night we have our seminar and it goes relatively late, and then we eat dinner relatively late as a department, and so I get home relatively late, and sometimes I have a meeting, sometimes I don't, like a meeting with my job in New Zealand, and it kind of just throws my Tuesday out. I'm not very good. I'm not like a night person. I'm a morning person through and through, and I'm not very good at recovering from late nights. Basically, I'm just, yeah. I don't know how else to explain it, but it's that basically. And so I got up and I tried to sleep as much as possible, but I also just didn't have great quality sleep. And so I got up, I did my normal thing of making a coffee, having breakfast, but then I kind of just wallowed, to be honest, because I didn't have any structure. And so I did my Duolingo, which is my normal thing for the morning, and I downloaded a few newspaper or like news apps yesterday because I'm trying to stay on top with current events again. And a big thing happened in New Zealand yesterday with the Waitangi. I don't even know if you can call it celebrations with the way it was, but the Waitangi Day, they basically had a big blow up with people in the government, not blow up, like fight with people in the government. And so I was catching up on that, and I then read up about some stuff in Germany because there's been some protests in Berlin, and kind of went down a news article rabbit hole. I'm thinking maybe my friend recommended to me a Spotify, well, it's probably not just on Spotify, it's probably on multiple. Let me see if I can find it. But it's basically a semi-podcast, but they go through the current events in Germany kind of thing, in German. And I listened to it a little bit, and then I just never, I don't know. I did it a lot when I was commuting between Tübingen and Stuttgart last year, but because I'm not commuting, I'm not really listening to podcasts as much, and so I just fell behind, and so I need to get back onto it. So I was thinking maybe that's what I need to do instead of reading the news, is listen to the news, because then it's like a set 15 minutes, I can't go overboard. And I think as well, because I'm working from home today, I just didn't have the like drive to get out of the house to push me through the morning, and so I'm just, yeah, just wallowing. And so this is one thing I need to work on, is actually writing a morning routine, because that was the whole point of this video. And yeah, so I've definitely failed on that this morning, but I've had my coffee, I've had my fizzy water, vitamin C thing. I've written out my plan for the day in terms of what I need to get done, drinking some water, and I've just got to push through. I'm feeling kind of panicky and stressed because it's later than I wanted it to be, and I just don't feel good on Tuesdays. I really don't like Tuesdays at the moment with the current structure of everything, but I'm going to try and stick to my goals for the day. Like, I'm really trying to work on getting 7,500 steps at the moment for the whole of February. Obviously I missed the first few days because I was sick, but I'm trying to do it from this week onwards basically, and so I've got to do that today. So I'm going to go for a walk, and I've got to try and, well, go for a walk or go for a run, we'll see, but I need to go and get my steps somehow today, and I'm hoping to just stick with that. I want to stretch today, and I've got a bunch of like smaller tasks that I need to get done today. Because I'm working from home, it's a lot easier to do my New Zealand job because everything's on this computer, so I need to do that. And if I finish that early and get through all my tasks, then I can do some PhD work. But yeah, hopefully I can push through this stressy feeling. I know this is like a going through my mornings week thing, but I might actually do a like recap at the end of the day and see if I recovered from this feeling, and we can chat about it. And I'm also going to write a morning routine for the next couple of days because that was the whole point of this video, and I'm currently failing at it. So whoops, my bad. Anyway, happy Tuesday, and I will see you tonight.
Gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors, and I'll sing until my lungs give out.
Good morning. It's Wednesday today. I didn't end up filming last night because Luke was on calls for a long time, and then I got tired, and so I did do everything I said I was going to do. I just didn't do it on camera. So I thought, I literally just got out of bed. It's 7:20, but Luke has work calls from 7:30 till 9. I can't really talk while he's on call, so I thought I would say good morning. Now, before he starts, I have to say I don't know what's going on with my fridge. I keep trying to make it sit like she made it sit. Didn't work. Anyway, I went for a walk yesterday. I think that's the last thing I filmed because I was feeling super stressed out and panicky, and Luke told me to go for a walk. So he set me up with an iced tea, and I went for a walk, and it was actually really lovely. I'm going through 2 books at the moment, and I think I'm going to DNF one. Unfortunately, it's just not working for me. So I listened to a bit more of both of them, and then I went to the grocery store to buy some stuff for lunch today and dinner, and then I came home and I was just trying to stay in my calm state. And so I made a plan for what my morning is going to look like this morning. So I've basically whittled it down to 5 things at home. I was going to make it 6 and add stretching into there, but I want to do that preferably after the gym. And so if I'm adding the gym into my day, I don't want to do it in the morning as well if I don't have time. Like, if I do have time, that's great, but if I don't have time, I don't want to try and like push it in if it's just not gonna fit. So I put it down to like the main things I want to prioritize in the morning, and if I get more time, that's great, but I was trying not to overcomplicate it. So I want to do Bible reading, Duolingo, because I find if I don't do it in the morning, it just doesn't happen. I either read some news articles or listen to some sort of news podcast. I did find it, I'll put it up here. I realized it's actually by Die Zeit, which is a newspaper here in Germany, so they also do the podcast, which is helpful. I'm drinking coffee because I can't get good coffee elsewhere without paying for it, and I have coffee here, so I'm gonna make a coffee here and have a vitamin C water, which Luke made for me. So that's my plan for this morning. I do have an appointment at 9:30 this morning where I have to go and pick up some items for a video that's coming up soon. We are redecorating our apartment, like part 2. We're like overhauling our apartment part 2, and I've taken all this off which you might have noticed because up here there was a whole bunch of stuff and it's now a blank wall. And Luke said that it looks naked, which is kind of funny. So I need to go pick up the stuff for that, and so I had to get up early enough. Plus Luke had calls and I couldn't just sleep through it. So I've got an hour and a half till I have to leave, which is more than enough time. So hopefully I can get through everything and some more. Properly pack my bag, and then yeah, so hey morning, good morning I mean. And yeah, that's the plan. Try and have a better day today than yesterday. So basically, I'm going to change things up and pretend that this whole video was going different morning routines until I chose the perfect one and played it out on Friday, because that's kind of how this has happened. This week has not gone entirely to plan. I had an appointment Wednesday morning which cut into the time that I would have gone to the gym in an ideal world. In an ideal world, I would have gone to the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and that didn't happen. It didn't happen. I did go for a walk, I didn't exercise every day, I didn't make my 7,500 steps, but I trialed different morning routines until I found one that I like, which is a planned morning routine. Funnily enough, I love planning, and so tomorrow, Friday morning, is the crux of this video. It is me finding the morning routine that works for me, and that is going to be getting up, making a coffee, reading the Bible, doing the dishes because the dishes need to be done and I'm too tired to do it right now, taking breakfast to the office, or maybe eating them. Maybe I'll eat it quick, but showering and going to the gym. I can listen to my news articles at the gym, so I would normally do that at home over breakfast. I'm not going to read in the morning my non-fiction book because it's just taking up too much time, and I'm going for simple. Simple is best. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and I'll see you tomorrow bright and early at 7:30, which means I have not gotten enough sleep today, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So what I settled on was 2 morning routines. This is because I want to go to the gym 3 days a week, but I also go to the office around 3 to 4 days a week, and so I was trying to fit in what I possibly could into these 2 different types of mornings, because I know trying to do the same thing every morning is not what is maintainable for me. And so welcome to Monday morning. This is the first of 2 morning routines, and I started by having my vitamin C water with my Bible reading. And I'm finding that doubling up on tasks is what is making this so maintainable for me, because it's how I'm able to get through more in my morning without feeling like I'm rushing through. So I start off with my vitamin C water while reading the Bible, and then if I'm going to the gym that day, which is the plan for the first of 2 morning routines, it's to have my coffee while reading some news articles or doing something that has a time limit on it. Duolingo, I was finding I was just getting too into it and spending too much time on it. And so if I can drink my coffee with my news articles, but the coffee's already made, and so if I finish my vitamin C early, I can start drinking my coffee while I finish with the Bible, and then read 1 or 2 news articles. After that, I go to the gym, and at the gym I spend like 30 to 45 minutes working out, doing as much as I can in that time period, because I'm not somebody who can spend an hour and a half at the gym and feel like that was a good session. I feel like if I can just work as hard as I can for 30 to 45 minutes, then it feels like I've ticked it off my day without throwing out my day. And after that, that's where I'm prioritizing stretching. and I'm double backing the stretching with a meditation. I've re-downloaded the Headspace app because I have gone through so many different variations of apps and just nothing works for me quite like the Headspace app. The fact that they have a thing to start off your day and a little talk for the day, but also you can go through courses. I found it's just the best way that I find to meditate, and so I generally do meditating while stretching, and that is when I will shower, get ready for the day at the gym, and go to the office or go home depending on where I'm working for the day. But it's then that I have breakfast, and I have breakfast over Duolingo, and so I'm double backing those two, and I'm trying to only do Duolingo as long as my breakfast lasts, and then I start working for the day. And it's just been a morning routine that's worked really well for me, and by double backing stuff but also simplifying the morning, that's how I've been able to find something that's really maintainable for me. The second day is relatively similar, but not as much travel involved. So I start the day the same as the previous day with my vitamin C drink and reading the Bible. And instead of making my coffee and reading the news articles, I take the coffee with me. So like I said at the beginning of the video, I've started listening to a German newscast podcast thing from Die Zeit. It's kind of like the Times if you're from another country. In New Zealand we have the Times, and that's like the main journalism company in New Zealand. But anyway, I listen to Die Zeit and I download an episode or two, and then I've also got my audiobook and I go for a walk. And this has been something that has really helped my mornings. I'm somebody who I just need to get out in nature, and I need to be outside, and I need to just go for a walk and do my stupid walk for my stupid mental health, and just go around and forget about everything I have to do that day and just be present. And it's been a good way to get moving, to get my steps up, but also to just spend time with myself and with my audiobook, and feeling like I have spent time working on myself before I have to give myself to my work or to the rest of the day. So that has worked really well for me. And then when I get home is when I do my meditation and stretch. And then depending on how hungry I am in the morning, I'll have breakfast before my walk or after my walk, but I will also double back that with Duolingo. And then I start work for the day. And this has been just the best morning that I've been able to find. And it's something that I'm finding is so relaxing and calming, but it wakes me up and it allows my brain time to wake up without feeling like I just have to dig into the day super quick. So I hope that this has maybe been interesting for you. I don't know, I was looking at morning routines online, and everyone's like how to have the most productive morning routine and how to go for as long as possible and get as much in as possible and waking up at 5 a.m. And for me, in my stage of life, that's just not realistic. And I was finding that I was just pushing myself so hard throughout the day, and then trying to have a productive morning routine, and it was just feeling so tiring. Whereas flipping it the other way and having a slow morning routine, doing things that fill me up and feel like it's making me have time for myself and to plan out the day and drink a good coffee and spend time on breakfast, and it's just been really good. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you for coming along on the absolute chaos that was that first week, and yeah, I will see you with another video very soon. Bye.
Another rainy afternoon, I don't know what I'm to do. I just miss you more than anything.